Hi there kids, it's story time. Today's story, The Assigned Male at Birth Individual Who Cried Nazi. Once upon a time, there was a fat little nobody called Dave. Dave lived a middle-class life in a middle-class home in a flyover state in the middle of the US that nobody gave a fuck about. Dave wanted to be special. Dave wanted his life to have meaning. Dave wished he'd been born in the times of significant civil rights struggles, but by now, by and large, everything had been sorted out, and most people were being treated equally. But Dave really wanted to be special, and Dave really wanted to fight for something that was right. Dave wasn't exactly gay, but he wished he was. Dave wasn't exactly transsexual, but he wished he was. But both of those things, they were too popular now. So Dave changed his name to Davina, put a butterfly slide in his hair, grew an absurd hipster mustache, and started calling himself a queer demigender pansexual otterkin, and self-diagnosed himself from WebMD as having autism. Davina is something of a straw person for the sake of this story, but not by very much. Seriously, check Twitter and Tumblr. There was nothing Davina liked better than calling people out on social media. It gave them a song in their heart and a special feeling deep in their pee-pee, even though they'd written long screeds on their blog about how much they hated their penis. One day, Davina happened upon a group of comics fans. They were upset because someone had arbitrarily changed the race, gender, and origin of one of their favourite characters. "Racist!" screamed Davina. "But we just think it was done badly and we think there should be new, more diverse characters in our comics," said the comics fans. "Fascist!" screamed Davina. "But," said the comics fans. But it was too late. Davina had already blocked them all and was masturbating furiously into a sock. Later, Davina came across some computer game fans. They were upset because all of their news media was acting like a gang of Davinas. They were only talking about or trying to push politics, and they were trying to censor games for being problematic, rather than talking about whether they were good games or not. Plus, they were all corrupt as fuck. "Sexist! Racist! Misogynist!" screamed Davina. "We just think they should disclose who's paying or fucking them before they write articles," said the gamers. "You're literally Hitler!" screamed Davina. "But," said the games fans. But it was too late. Davina had already blocked them and was sponging spuff off the carpet. Later still, Davina ran into some science fiction authors. "There seems to be some bias towards left-leaning authors in this award ceremony," they said. "Nazis!" screamed Davina. "But," said the authors. But it was too late. Davina had squeezed their last remaining trickle of sexual excrescence into the sink and washed it away after blocking them. In the coming days, Davina screamed and yelled at atheists, skeptics, scientists, rationalists, secularists, people worried about immigration, people worried about their jobs, people concerned about rioting and crime in the inner cities, and just about anyone who remotely disagreed with them, even a kindly old Jewish wizard who was actually arguing on Davina's behalf. Then, the unthinkable happened. A horrible orange douchebag was made president. And while their degree of sexism, racism and other bigotry was somewhat open to question, that of the people around them wasn't. "Hoff! Hoff! A horrible Trumpalump!" gasped Davina and took to social media to warn everyone. But nobody was listening. "Nazis!" screamed Davina. "They believe in electrocuting gays, taking away gay marriage, putting Muslims in internment camps, and barring transsexual people from toilets." But nobody could hear Davina. They were all blocked. The few who weren't blocked said, "Yeah, right, heard that before, fuck off," and blocked Davina. Poor Davina. They'd alienated and upset everybody, even their natural allies in the liberal left. They'd alienated them to such an extent that nobody believed them anymore when there were actual Sieg-heiling Nazis out there. And honestly, so long as Davina was the first one into the showers, most of them were so pissed off by this point that they didn't mind. The end. For us all. And it's your fucking fault, Davina. Zang.
Crunchy bass, nutty bass.